Hey guys, this is Kevin from the Symphogear channel, coming in with a deck profile of Symphogear Red Yellow. Mostly Red Yellow with some Tsubasa stuff in there. It is mostly Chris and Hibiki. Uh, the kind of the motivation for me to get this set was at GX stuff went down considerably, so I made this deck a little bit more affordable, and I kind of have more of a budget variant rather than like some of the meta builds, I guess, uh, favorited other cards that are people use. So I think that's pretty much it for to begin. I probably won't use notes because this is pretty much straightforward, and the effects are relatively simple compared to CG and all that. So yeah. I'm gonna start with the Brainstormer. Tap 2, pay 1, search Brainstorm, and a Hibiki. Then she gives the middle position or middle slot 500. Go. I think it's on both of our turns. Both your opponent and your turn. Next is the Bond to Gungnir from the G set. Yeah, actually that's from G2. Yeah. So you pay 1 stock, you bond to the event 2/1 Gungnir. Next, I'm running the apples, pseudo apples combo. This Miku, they're from GX. It's a pay one. It's a pay 1 bond to a level 1 Hibiki. This one from GX, and then she gives that same Hibiki 1K on both turns. So not bad. I have a apples combo. Next in red, I'm running these cheap Chris Suiciders, but it's Chris, so it always looks good, I guess. And then her other effect is I believe it's like a pay 1, give something 15 or something, or either give herself or power or something of her 15. I don't use that effect, so it's pretty irrelevant to me because I only use her as a more color fixing. So, and then yeah, and that's that. Next is the climax ditcher and salvager thingy. Around 2 of those. Yeah, pretty much ditcher climax. You salvage a basic character. I think it's trait based, but it doesn't really matter. All these things are music. So yeah, that's it for my reds. I'm 0. Now, I run 3 of the top check Tsubasas, and the drop 1, pay 1, drop 1 search. Since this set doesn't have a Ricky or anything, this is pretty much darn close to it. In my CG build, I only want like 2 variants of this kind of a card, but in this set or in this deck, I think it's okay to run 3, if anything, because the search is really good to get some of your pieces for level 1. So yeah, what she does is you top check it's music character, add to hand, discard 1, and then her second auto is you pay 1, discard 1, search for a music character, and you add to hand the deck. So yeah. And then to round out the zeros, I run the bond to what do they call it? Ignite module. Yeah. Ignite module. So yeah. It's a pay 1 bond, and this gives 500 to the center slot, like the Brainstormer. So then this is my 0 game. So You know, some people run the Conde, some people run the Conde Suiciders, some people run the Unbombable Tsubasa. That's pretty popular. I also run, you know, the runner Hibiki from I think from the first set. So, yeah, those are other options, but a lot more pricier. I'm not sure about the Tsubasa, but yeah, for the most part, the other ones are more expensive. My main level 1 combo is what is it? Gathered Miracle Hibiki. She gains 1k. There are three other music characters on board. So she gets she becomes 5/5 on a full board, and her climax combo is on reverse search with a shot climax. So yeah, this is where yeah, pretty good. It's a 1k one, and and I believe this should be the standard for any kind of any type of card like this. So you know, 1k ones are very ridiculously good. And yeah, yeah, she searches out any music character from my deck. Next is the 1/0. I forgot the full name, but this Hibiki. This is the bond target with the Miku, and on top of that 1k she gets from the Miku, she gains 2k on play, and only during that turn only. So it's kind of like a striker for that type of a card. So armor her on play, she's potentially 8k and 9k on when you play that climax. The 1k one. Alright. Next is a tech choice for me. Is a 1/0 Miku Hibiki. This on play, you look at the top 2 cards of the deck. You pick one of them, you add to hand, and you discard one. And it's a global 500. Pretty much the important part of this card is you can grab anything, so events and climaxes too, and it's serviceable at 2. Yeah, and it's something I've got. I put in recently, and it's been working pretty well. Just in case if you wanna fix your hand to not rely on the bonders or any of the bonders, and it creates a little flexibility. Next is this is the 1/0 support / Brainstorm Tsubasa from GX. What is it? She gives the front. She boosts the front 500 and +1 level during your turn, and she is I think she's a pay 1 tap her, and it's a draw Brainstorm. So yeah, this is how I'm getting +1 level on my Hibikis to use Gun here. And the only problem is just she is kind of off color from the most of my deck, so you know it's for the most part I can get it off. It's only not until level 2 where I can get her on the board. Lastly is my Scry Counter, my lone 1/1 Tsubasa Scry Counter. It's probably one of the best types of counters in the game. So. Pretty self-explanatory. That's it for my level 1s. Level 2 is this level assists, and and she's also a substitute for paying off events with markers. So on play, you rest her, you blind charge a marker under her, and just whenever you play an event, you can take that marker, put it in the waiting room, and use that instead of paying 1 stock. So economically, it's a pretty good card. And then my stat counter, the 2-1 Chris, just stable. If not, it's a 1-of, and it's not really much to say about that. It's, you know, get rid of potential claw kick targets. Next is the only Ignite module I play is 2 of the pseudo bread pendants, I guess people call it. But yeah, this is required to keep my Chris alive. I'm only playing Chris to have that. That's the only one that has that requirement in my deck. So yeah, it's a pay 1, salvage 2, discard 1, send this to memory. So, it's nice to have these for combo purposes, and anything that you need. And then the cap off the events is the 2 Gungnir from GX specifically, because you can pretty much play any Hibiki from amongst the 3 sets, or she's not really name restricted. So yeah, it's you pay costs. You take a level 2 Hibiki from on the board, bounce it back to hand, and play any Hibiki you want from your hand. And of course that 1-0 Tsubasa helps me with that play. And then for the level 3 game, pretty much standard for SG. It's the 32 hexproof on play clash or shot, whatever. Hibiki from G. She gains 1k for, I think it's 3. Is it 3? Check one more time. Okay, yeah. It's 3 or other music characters. So, yeah. Here comes easily 11 plus whatever assists you have. And it's predominantly my late game finisher or something to push when I'm at level 2. Makes the combo feasible. And then lastly, I'm playing 4 of the Obama Kohai Chris from GX. She strives on defense when your opponent hits, and she on attack when you have Mega Death Fuga, the 2k one. She has a on attack ping. Oh yeah, and notably she's a 3-soul, 3/2. So she pretty much bypasses like playstyles of a 1k1 climax combo, I guess. That's how I see it. And she's 11k, so it's kind of like she can kill stuff maybe. As I mentioned before, to keep this Chris alive, you need an Ignite module in memory, and it's not that hard to pull those unless you brick, which is pretty uncommon for this deck, actually, or in my experience. Lastly, the 4 Mega Death Fuga and 4 Gungnir again. For the most part, I could have been able to push this deck profile if I had the real climaxes, or for this in particular, because I ordered the promo Megadeth Quartets instead of these. That's kind of a little mishap. But overall, this is pretty much a good deck to test new builds. It's kind of like a standard, where like in a nutshell. So just a little run through. I pretty much every game you look to open up with one of these searchers, and if you don't have your level 1 Hibiki on reverse search, and then you want to try to maintain boards, or I mean maintain at least one 0 character on board. But yeah, you hope to level up first, and level up to level 1 first, and try to manage your hand to get ready for the Gungnir combo, because that's how I like to. As you can see, like some people run the 1-0 Chris Suiciders. I prioritize on the Hibiki Gungnir thing, so any of these are targets for Gungnir, surprisingly. Because I think this also works, because it does have Hibiki. What else? It's not too hard playing this 1-0 assist, but it still requires some kind of clockwork and whatnot. And it's relatively an easy deck to use, so I really enjoy using it for like casual and whatnot. That's pretty much it for the deck video. For other things, I think Cress is best girl. Just for the record, I was going to make a map, but other things came up, and yeah, pretty much Kiyoshitsu monochrome for the win. Comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the deck. Tell me like any improvements or anything I can consider. I'm looking into trying to get the Zababa to the Igolima and Shoshogana. Where's their name? Kurika and Shirabe, and maybe if I can find the Mario Horizon Sphere combo. That's gotta be another project. So thanks, guys.